It's the Ice Report with Tom Casey on 101sports.com.
Welcome to another edition of the online Ice Report, TPC. Tom Casey with you again this week as we explore the Blues, talk about what they've done, look ahead to what they have coming up in the way of opponents later this week. We'll do that in a moment, but we want to begin by talking about the schedule ahead. The Rangers come here on Thursday in their next scheduled game, and then, of course, back-to-back games over the weekend. You have a Saturday game at Nashville, a Sunday game at home against Columbus. The front half with 4 straight days of no games, that's unusual, but usually you do get that once in a schedule, usually in the front half of the schedule. So it's not unprecedented, it's not unusual. Ken Hitchcock's doing a very good job of giving the team rest during this stretch. He gave them Sunday off, he gave them Tuesday off, and a lot of times now, game day skates are optionals in which you only have maybe half of the team participating, practicing, if even that. Important veterans like David Backes are getting rest. I totally endorse that philosophy. I think Ken Hitchcock is doing something that makes a lot of sense, especially since this team is very good right now. They currently occupy the number 5 seed in the West. They're on pace to be a playoff team. We don't know if they'll get there or not. Still over 50 games to go. But they've played well enough under Hitch, 11-2-3, to be a playoff team. So already giving them some rest in key areas makes a lot of sense because you want them to be fresh if they make the postseason and when they have to make the big drive to get to the postseason. Remember, once we get to March 1st, 18 games remain, and 11 of those 18 will be away from Scottrade Center. So Ken Hitchcock doing a great job of resting his players during this time in which they have a little bit of downtime. But the schedule's really going to crank up. The Rangers are playing very well. They're the 4th best team in hockey right now. You expect terrific goaltending from them with Henrik Lundqvist, also Marian Gaborik, and of course Brad Richards added to their offense. That will be a big test. Brian Elliott will get a second straight start against them. Then you've got the 2 back-to-back games over the weekend, so that's 3 games in 4 nights. They still have 9 games left, the Blues do, in this month, which so far has seen them win 3 straight after losing a game in regulation and a game in a shootout. 5 of the remaining 9 are in the division. You've got 2 games home and away against Nashville, 2 games home and away against Detroit, and the game against Columbus here at home on Sunday. After not playing much in the division the first 2 full months of the season, this will be huge because the Blues, it's my opinion, play in the best division in hockey. Columbus has struggled, but everybody else is pretty good. Chicago and Detroit are considered every year to be Stanley Cup contenders. Nashville got to the second round for the first time in their history last year. And the Blues have been just about as good as any of those other teams, certainly since their coaching changed 13 games in. And that is your latest Ice Report, online Ice Report right here at 101 ESPN. TPC saying, I'll see you next week.